What's up, Pockets here, and today I'm going to do a full extensive optimization guide for the 2020/2021 HP Omen 15. So this optimization guide is going to work for both the AMD and Intel variants of the Omen 15. But there's going to be a part that's only going to work for the Intel variant, which is only custom undervolting. The rest should apply with the AMD variants too. I was going to do benchmarks, but someone else has already done a benchmark video, so I'll just link it down in the description below. So here's the full optimization guide of what we're gonna do. It'll start from the simpler things and going forward to the more advanced stuff. I recommend not to skip any of it because we're gonna try to maximize the full gaming / productivity potential of this machine.
Okay, so first things first, you want to remove all bloatware that comes from the factory. This laptop doesn't necessarily have that much bloatware, but you want to remove it all, especially McAfee. McAfee has literally been a meme since it bloats basically every laptop you can get. Still though, rest in peace Mr. McAfee, which died recently. So I have already deleted all bloatware, but you can also uninstall it yourself through the control panel by pressing Windows+R and then typing in control, then make sure it's on top right, view by category. Then on bottom left, click on install program, and then here should be McAfee and a few other bloatware that doesn't really affect your Windows experience, so make sure to delete McAfee. Say this is McAfee, right click, uninstall, click yes, just follow the uninstaller, make sure it's uninstalled. Last pass 2, pretty sure it's a bloatware, just remove anything that doesn't affect your Windows experience except the HP stuff like these, don't remove it. So I'm pretty sure McAfee appears twice, so you gotta delete it in Windows settings too. Click start, click here, go to apps, and then in here should be McAfee appearing for the second time. You want to remove it here too. So the second part is power options. On the bottom right, right click the battery icon and click power options. As default it's set to the HP recommended, but I suggest you create a high performance power plan by clicking create a power plan, selecting high performance, and then just to make yourself easier, high performance, so you can switch easily. Click next, change this to whatever you want and click create. But I have already created it, so I'll just go back, select high performance. So based on my test, high performance gives you a frame or two worse in gaming, but a bit better in productivity. All these numbers are taken from the highest number and were benchmarked twice each. I myself prefer having that little bit of performance and productivity, since losing a frame or two in gaming doesn't really matter in high FPS gaming. So there's going to be a setting in Omen Gaming Hub for graphic switching between hybrid and discrete GPUs that weirdly affects the CPU performance, but I'll explain it later in the Omen Gaming Hub section. So the third thing you want to do is to set the performance options, the visual options in the control panel. So press Windows+R again, type in control, top right, type in system, and then choose the first option, system. Right side, go to advanced system settings, and from here go to settings, and in here you want to go to, usually you want to go to adjust for best performance, but we want to go for the balance between speed and visual here. So if you want, just copy mine here. If you want to maximize it, just uncheck it all, because based on my memory it's all checked, but it's not really good for performance. So the fourth thing you want to do is to check the Windows settings and turn off the Windows 10 features. Press Windows icon, settings, and then go to gaming. Game mode, turn it off. The Xbox game bar, definitely turn off Xbox game bar, it really hinders your performance. And then go to privacy, general, turn all this off, speech off, this, turn it all off. This all off too. Oops, I haven't. App permissions, location, turn it off. Camera, turn it on because you will need it for a few apps. Microphone on because you will need it too. Voice activation, you don't need it, turn it off, especially if you use Cortana. Notifications, usually you want to turn this off, but I have apps like WhatsApp on here, so just turn it on. Account info, you don't need this. Contacts, you don't need this. Calendar, you don't need this. Phone calls, you don't need this. call history, no. Email, no. Tasks, no. Messaging, no. Radio, no. Just turn this all. Background apps, no. App diagnostics, no. Just turn all these things off. You want to maximize. You want the least amount of Windows programs in the background over here. So just turn all that off. So the fifth thing you want to do is clear cache. So Windows plus R again. Type in prefetch. Oops, prefetch. I'm still getting used to this keyboard. Sorry. Just click continue, and you don't need this since it's all just cache. So Control A, delete it all. You don't need it. Check this. Skip. So again, Windows plus R, temp. So there's going to be 3 folders. Control A, delete. Control A is to select everything, so you don't need to select everything manually. One more, Windows plus R, click on %temp%. Control A, delete again. Okay, so that's done. The 6th thing is to go to the system configuration. So press start, and then system configuration. There you go. Go to boot, advanced options, and checklist this. Select 12, the maximum amount of cores you have. Maximum memory, just leave that be. Click OK, and no GUI boot, it should be checked. Just uncheck it, and then timeout, set it to 10 seconds. I recommend. Apply. Okay. Later, because I need to finish this video. So the 7th thing to do is to change the hybrid power mode to discrete in Omen Gaming Hub. So this is going to be the Omen Gaming Hub section. It's related to the first one, to the high performance mode and stuff. The Cinebench benchmarks. So to Omen 15. So there should be a button on your Omen 15 to open this up quickly, or you can always go to the bottom and double click this. So from here, go to graphics switcher. So there's going to be discrete and graphics. I mean discrete and hybrid. On default, it should be hybrid, but discrete, you're going to be using your GPU all the way, and you won't be using your Intel HD graphics, your integrated graphics. So this mode it's basically NVIDIA Optimus with the hybrid, and using the discrete, it'll disable NVIDIA Optimus, so it'll give you significantly better performance. So here's the results. Weirdly, the hybrid mode gives you more CPU performance than Cinebench. It's just like 10 points, if I remember. I'm not too sure about that, but I choose discrete. If you want to play games, it'll give a significant performance advantage in gaming. Not sure why it has a lower CPU. It's slightly lower, so just choose discrete if you want to full on gaming, maximize your performance. Hybrid, just choose it if you want to go out, bring your laptop somewhere for battery life, you know. So click this, and it should show up for you to restart your laptop. It's fine, just do it. So yeah, once you restart, you should be in discrete graphics. Okay, so the next thing is undervolting. This part of the video will only apply to the Intel variants of the Omen 15. So first, you want to use the undervolting feature on the Omen Gaming Hub as a reference point. You don't really want to fully rely and depend on the Omen Gaming Hub though, since it doesn't really push your CPU to the limit. So go to Omen 15, undervolting, click intelligent if it's on off. It should be on off as default. Click intelligent, click proceed. I have already done it, but so yeah. So this is what it gives, the intelligent mode. You don't want to rely on the Omen Gaming Hub. 0.08, and here you don't want to use the Omen Gaming Hub since you can't change the cache ratio at all. This is manual mode. The limit of my laptop is 135 voltage. I add another 1 volt and it just crashes my laptop. So yeah, this is just a reference point. So you want to use Throttlestop for this, because you want to use manual tuning. So go here, just copy everything here, the checklist and stuff. Select performance, make sure in high performance, click FIVR, and here CPU core. So you want to use Throttlestop. You can easily download it from the internet. I'm using the i7-10750H, and based on my thorough research, most people can push their CPU core voltage to minus 125 millivolts easy. Then cache ratio, you want to put a number close to here. CPU cache, click here. You want to change it close to around here. This is an odd number because it's the limit of my CPU. You definitely want to experiment both these values yourself though, since everyone might have different results. So here's the FPS difference in F1 2020 and the CPU core difference in Cinebench between Omen Gaming Hub Undervolting and manual Undervolting using Throttlestop. Okay, so the next thing is display calibration. This is not going to affect performance at all, but when I first received my laptop, the screen was yellowish even though I checked everything, and the night light is off, it's off. Night light gives a yellowish look so that your eyes, it's more friendly to your eyes at night, but it's off and the screen is still yellowish. So that's why you want to do a manual calibration of your display to make it more vibrant and not yellow, because it's so hindering. So you want to go to start and type in calibrate. There you go, calibrate display. Click next, next again, next again. This I don't really change at all. Next again, next again, next again. Hey, here you go. So here, you want to experiment with this. It was yellowish, so you want to turn a bit like here, and then like here. You want to make the screen reddish, like more biased towards the red, because red is a more natural color, and yeah, I just prefer it like that. So I'll just cancel it because my screen's already calibrated. You want to make the screen more biased towards red. So if you go to Google Chrome, it won't look yellowish. White looks white. So that's display calibration. Okay, so the last thing you want to do is to permanently disable Windows Defender, since it interferes a lot with games that are downloaded from the internet. This is optional really. I know some people really care about antiviruses. Personally, on my main PC, I haven't been running any antiviruses for 5 years. You just gotta be cautious. If you want to pirate games, use a trusted site. And if you like to download stuff on the internet, just be cautious on what you're downloading and stuff like that, because antiviruses really hinder performance. Your CPU performance, it raises temperature, since real-time protection, it keeps running in the background, so it really hinders performance for me, so I just turned it off. So to do that, click start and type in Windows Defender, or security actually. So here, Windows Security, and then from here now, click this. There should be a slider here. It should be on. Turn it off, and this is going to be a permanent solution. So it's going to be like this, because even if you turn it off from the Windows settings, it's just going to turn it back on when you restart your PC. And then go to here, turn this off too, all this off, but this is optional, because I do know that if you play Forza Horizon 4, you need all these three to be on. So yeah, that's optional really, but I'll just turn it off because whatever. So Windows plus R again, type in regedit, enter, yes, and then here, go to HK local machine, go to software, where's software? Here, software, and then go to policies, P. It's all in alphabetical order. Policies, Microsoft, and then Windows Defender. You want to click here, not Policy Manager, click here. In here, you want to right click. There should not be here, so I'll just delete it as if it's default stock Windows. Right click, new, dword 32-bit value. Type in disable anti-spyware. You want to follow everything, including the uppercase letters. Double click, put this value on 1. Okay, and you're set really. If you check the Windows security again, it should be like this, because it's going to be permanently disabled. It won't turn on automatically anymore. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys for watching this extensive video of the optimization guide for the Omen 15. Yeah, peace out.